Hi everybody, I'm Rob with Tidal Mechanical, and this is Solo the cat. Solo, you want to say hi? Meow. We are currently out here in Kitsilano, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and we are in an old heritage home. This house was built in the 1920s, and one of the interesting features of this home is all the original cast iron radiators are here and still active. So we've been here for the last couple of years, maintaining it, servicing the heating system and servicing the radiators. And the reason why we're here today is to showcase ADEY's MagnaCleanse system. The reason being is because I genuinely believe this is going to be the best product to get the best performance out of the old radiators. The radiators have never been flushed. Let's just do a brief overview of what comes in the kit. So what comes in the kit is the dual filter system here in this briefcase. Comes in the kit also is an adapter kit, and what's in here is various adapters for you to be able to adapt to just about any magnetic filter on the system, and as well as all the hoses that you need in order to hook up to your existing system. Once you have everything set up, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to install ADEY's MC3 Plus cleaner. And we are going to be adding 2 liters of it because we have a 150,000 BTU system. After everything has been flushed, cleaned out, and we've attempted to get rid of all of the rust and magnetite out of the system, we are then going to introduce ADEY's MC1 Plus protector. And what that's going to do is that's going to protect the system for any future rust, or inhibit the system, preventing any future rust developing down the road. Okay, so let's open this bad boy up. Pop the top, slide forward, and out that comes. And what's cool about this is you are able to stand the assembly up, and the carrying case acts as a drip tray. That way, if there's any spilling or anything like that, it'll just go into there and you can just go dump it out. What also comes in the kit is this handy little tool here to squeegee the magnetic filter. That way you can actually properly clean it. Other manufacturers don't have that, and it's actually really hard to get rid of the magnetite off of the magnetic filter. And then, of course, there's the tool in order to open and close these 2 filters. And let's just do a quick little show of what the magnets actually look like. So take a look at that. This whole thing is a magnet. We had another manufacturer's magnetic filter in the system here, and it was half the length, and then what we found was the rod itself wasn't the entire magnet, it was only certain sections of it. So it would only collect about, like, say, this much of the magnetite that's in the system. The reason why we decided to switch to this is because this entire thing is a magnetic rod. And what you're going to find is the amount of magnetite that this is going to pull out of the system compared to others is a lot more. Alrighty, so we have that, what we're going to need to do now is we're going to need to take these hoses and we're going to need to disconnect the MagnaCleanse Professional 2 magnetic filter that we have on the system. We have to take that out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to install these adapters that come in the kit. That way you don't have to shut the entire system down. You simply just turn the isolation valves off on the filter, and then you attach these adapters. All right, so we need to isolate the magnetic filter. Isolated, now we're going to drain her down. Contents are hot, so be sure to wear gloves. And Release pressure on the air vent. There you go. And then take the tool, break the seal on the top of the canister. All right, here's a moment of truth. This filter has been in the system overnight, so it's been installed in the system about 10 hours ago. And let's see how much magnetite we've already pulled out. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. So this has only been in the system just overnight because we installed this new magnetic filter just last night, and I'm blown away by just how much magnetite it's already pulled out. And what's really cool about this is it's got this plastic sleeve that you can just slide out, so the magnet itself is protected from all the magnetite. But oh, check that out. Yeah, there you go. Easy cleaning. That was easy. That's the easiest magnetic filter I've had to clean. That's really nice. All right, so pull out the retainer clips, 1 and 2. And then top one, bottom one, and this whole assembly pops right out. And now here are your 2 ports to set the MagnaCleanse system up to. So take the adapter bracket from the blue kit, hook on the appropriate thread. All right, hook that up. That's the bottom one. All right, so we got the hoses hooked up to the adapter assembly that went onto the installed Magna filter. And what we're going to do now is take this hose assembly end, in which we've already pre-assembled the isolation valve and the adapter, and we're going to hook that up to the MagnaCleanse system here. And what you guys got to know and remember is the feed for this is on the top, and the return back into the boiler is on the bottom. And the point of that is we'll go through 2 filters, 2 magnets prior to the boiler water going back into the boiler. So we have the supply side hooked up, now the return side for leading back into the heating system. And one thing to note is don't forget to install your drain down valve, because once you've gone ahead and introduced the system and flushed the system out, you are going to want to drain from here to get rid of all the cleaner that we've introduced into the system. Okay, so now all the hoses are hooked up, and next thing to do is to open up the canister so we can start introducing the chemical into the system. Pop this bottle open. Stab protective thing. Off we go. Each one of these bottles is half a liter. In the system, I'm going to need 2. So now that you've added all the chemical that you need, we're going to button this guy right up. Top one. Okay, turn this valve on. Now turn this guy on. Bleed out the air. And turn on the bottom one.
There you go, glug, glug, glug.
Okay, so now that we have the chemical in the system and it's been circulating, what we need to do now is turn all the radiators off except for the furthest one, and we've already done that. So this is the one radiator that's open, and then we take the agitator, set it up onto an SDS drill, set it to hammer mode only, and just real quick, just ever so lightly. And what we're doing is we're agitating all the magnetite. That's it for this one. Then we turn this guy off, turn on the second furthest one, and do the same. And then keep doing it until all the radiators are done. Okay, so we've gone ahead and agitated all the radiators, and now we've gone ahead and turned the boiler off. We've isolated the MagnaCleanse, and now let's pop these canisters off and see what we collected in just 1 hour. Oh yeah, not bad. Now mind you, the filter that we had installed in the system since yesterday had a lot of magnetite on it as well. And the whole point of us agitating the radiators and using the system is to ensure all the loose magnetite in the system has now been removed. So that's not bad for an hour's worth of work, eh? So now what we have to do is clean those magnets out, flush the boiler system using the drain valve, get rid of as much of the cleaner as possible, then reintroduce water into the system and add protector. Now we had 2 liters of the cleaner, so now we're going to add 2 liters of the protector once we flushed all the cleaner out. And once we do that, we disconnect all the hoses and then we're done. Okay, that's it. Cool.